Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So today we are going to do a review of the 40 TP Hibacha. It is a tier 6 medium tank. Got a good gun, well, let me rephrase that. Mediocre gun, good turret armor, mediocre hull armor. Got some decent slope right here, but right there, that's pretty easy to pen right there. That cross member there, and your lower plate is probably pretty easy to pen too. It's only got 90 millimeters of frontal armor. Let's go over this bad boy though and take it out for a spin and see how we do. You get a tier 7 gun and a tier 6 tank, which is nice, but the penetration is, if you're top tier, it's good, but if you're bottom tier or mid tier, yeah, good luck. Stock, these are the stock numbers, and then we'll go over mine. Stock rate of fire 7.06 rounds a minute. My pen is everybody's pen. With the top gun is 156 for your standard, which pretty much sucks unless you're top tier, and 198 for your premium, 45 for your HE. Average damage is 240 across the board, except for your HE is 320. Good luck doing any kind of damage with 45 pen. You might splash him or hit him for, unless you're hitting something really lightly armored, you're probably not going to do but 50, 75, maybe 100 damage. Average damage per minute is 1694. Dispersion is 0.4, so that pretty well sucks. Aim time kind of sucks at 2.7 also. I went with a gun rammer, vents, and a gun lane drive because the aim time was just pretty well piss poor, pitiful. So let's see if we can get this where you can see it here. Here we go. My rate of fire is 8.37 rounds a minute, so my reload is 7.17 seconds. Turret traverse is 39.47, and the hull traverse is 42.67. So that's really good. It is a medium, so that helps you, so you're not getting circle strafed by some sort of light or another medium tank. You get -8 for your gun depression and 15 for your elevation, so that's great. Aim time, even with vents and a enhanced gun lane drive, is still 2.3 seconds. So your aim time is pretty damn slow, which sucks. And I got my dispersion down to 0.38, which still kind of sucks, but it's better than 0.4. My average damage per minute is 2008, and this is with a crew of 100% working on their first crew skill, and they're all at 25%. It was a brand new crew, so that was their first match that you just saw. You get 750 hit points for a tier 6. I guess that's pretty, yeah, I guess that's about normal. 700. I'm trying to see the ones that are, where was this one? 700. 700. So yeah, actually 750 is a little bit on the higher end. On your armor, you have 90 on the hull, which, like I said, it's got a little bit of sloping there, but it's going to be pretty easy to pen right there in that lower plate. Oh, geez, oh, Pete, look at the size of that tumor. The commander's hatch is obviously going to be a weak spot. Your turret armor is actually really good, 130. For tier 6, that's actually very good. But, yeah, look at that. That is a monstrous commander's hatch. Yeah, wow. So just don't sit still. Just wiggle back and forth as much as you can. On the side, you have 40 on the hull and 60 on the turret. And on the rear, you got 35 on the hull and 40 on the turret. Pretty sharp looking tank. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. It's 40.63 tons, so kind of a little bit heavier on for a medium. I think that might be why it seems like it moves so slow. That, and it's only got a 450 horsepower engine. That's probably not helping. Yeah, your specific power to weight's only 11.08. So yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, could be a lot better, could be a lot worse, but 11.08 is not super good at all. Top speed is 50. Wow, I don't know if I ever hit 50 in forward, and 18 in reverse. Concealment 16.21, pretty good. And your view range is 371, and your signal range 439. Boy, that seems low. Yeah, 725, 770, 757, 835. Yeah, wow. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I upgraded the whole thing. Yeah, I did. Jeez, oh Pete's. If this thing's what was the stock radio? 375? They need to give this thing a better radio. That thing sucks. Wow. Usually I'm like, oh yeah, radios, you know, blah, blah, blah. I've yet to think that this might be the lowest or the worst radio I've seen in any of these, like a tier 6 tank. Wow, 439 is sad. If you get out pushing forward on your own, you might get screwed that, you know, you're not able to, you'll lose like radio contact basically, so, you know, you're not able to be near another tank, and if he lights them up and then you're able to see him because you're like in radio contact, with 439, crap almighty, you're going to get out there and you're not going to, if you spot somebody, they're not going to know it's even spotted because you won't have the radio range. That's pretty sad. That's really sad. That might be one of the lowest I can think of. Jeez. Just sell this tank and I just bought it. No, I'm just kidding. You guys know me, I don't sell any tanks. But yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute, we'll have some gameplay and some post-game stats. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in Live Oaks in the 40 TP. TP stands for toilet paper. Tank's made of pure toilet paper. Charmin 2-ply. Actually, the turret on this is actually pretty darn good. The hull isn't nothing really, you know, jump up and down about. It's got 90 millimeters of frontal armor on the turret, or excuse me, on the hull. 130 on the turret. Unfortunately, there's that big old behemoth of a commander's hatch. So basically what I'm going to do is head right into the city. And for a medium, this thing just seems like it moves pretty slow. And then after looking at the stats, I was like, yeah, it's pretty darn slow. Considering it's supposed to do 50 kilometers an hour and we're doing a whopping 25 and 30. Like 30 is, right now, is our top speed is 30 and it says it can do 50. So I wonder if they forgot to give us the last engine to upgrade it to get it to be able to do 50. Because this is as fast as I saw this rascal going is 30. I'm like, what happened to the 50? I guess we were robbed. I actually looked on the radio to make sure I had the radio upgraded when I saw the radio range on this thing really blows. It's like 300 and something. I think it might be one of the lowest that's tier 6 definitely. But I'm talking, you're looking at like a tier 2 tank radio range. That's pretty damn pitiful. But yeah, so even on a downhill, we're still only doing about 35, 38, 37. No, it's 37, not 38, 37, 32. So I don't know how the hell they're coming up with this thing can do 50 kilometers an hour when basically 30 is to the floor. But as usual, I'm the first one here. And those other tanks are pretty darn slow. But I'm going to come up here, and this got 60, I think it is, millimeters side armor, so I know I can side scrape alright. So, probably over-angled a little bit too much, but I was like, dang, their whole team's up here. Crusader comes popping up here, and I'm like, oh, this guy's got a death wish. And him and that tank, if I were him, I'd have been shooting premium rounds. Jeez, oh Pete's. Yeah, I'm like way over. Where the hell was I shooting? A Q-tip there? Just looking at my... Yeah, I'm like way over angled there for side scrape, and that's like way too much. I got lucky they were some piss poor shots. Yeah, when you side scrape, don't go up this angled like this much, because that's kinda too much. Let me see what angle they're at here. Yeah, they can, where they're setting, like this guy right here, he would be going right, yeah, he could go right through me, so I'm definitely over angled. So, you know, what is that saying? Do as I say, not as I do. So, if you side scrape, just don't over angle it like that. I got it a little bit too much, just didn't realize it. And we hit an OI experimental on the side and bounce. Churchill 3 hits us for a 72. Trying to keep an eye on everything. So a lot of their tanks did come to the city. I wanted to go over here and help get rid of the KV-85 and come around the other way. The OI experimental, it doesn't have a derp gun. No, that thing does get. You can put a derp gun on it if I remember right. It's a little stubby thing. But the gun that most people use on that does like 150. I think it's like 150 damage, and it's got a decent pen. So we hit the T-34 for 226 and finish him off. And I see these guys come around trying to flank the two heavies over here, so I thought, well, I'll go flank them. Actually, what do we got here? So we got our Churchill 3 and KV-1, KV-2. KV-2 hits any of this stuff, he's going to pretty much one-shot it. But there's 4 of us, 4 of them. So I decided to come around this way and use these openings here and see if I can get some shots in there. And yeah, I am shooting all premium rounds, but the standard round on this thing just completely sucks. I'm aiming for weak spots, and you'll see that I still bounce every once in a while. I don't like being in the open like this because artillery can plug me. But look at this, weak spot, bounce. Oh, I experimental, I hit him in the side and bounced. So I see the P-43 BIS, watch this. I'm like, am I shooting flipping Q-tips? And then here comes this TOG 2, you know, a damn bunker on tracks. I'm like, and this is where my game started tweaking out on me. And hit the OI experimental again and bounce again. You actually bounce around, and you can see the only reason I'm bouncing is because they're hitting this really good angled front right here. If they would have been hitting up here, they would have been penetrating me. No problemo. Somebody went right through there. But going for this P-43, and I don't get a chance to take him out. And we're pretty much, I don't want to say running over this team, but we've killed 10 of them and only lost 2 of us. So I'm feeling pretty confident I can just kind of keep pushing forward in this race car of a tank. Surprised we're actually outrunning the bridge there, the TOG to the bridge. And you can see my ping was still kind of screwing up every once in a while. Just ran into that building. I saw the Hellcat and I'm like, oh, who do I want to go for? So many things to shoot at. I thought I'd go for the Hellcat, so I just did an auto lock. Come around the corner with an auto lock and just plug them. I don't normally do an auto lock, but I was hoping to get him finished off. The reload on this is a little bit long, but yeah, you're doing 240 average damage, so that's cool with me. And then I light up their grill, and I'm aiming in, and shot after he got killed. I got the credit for spotting him, but you know, that's the problem when you got a tank with such a long aim time. You know, a lot of times that'll happen. You'll be aiming in, and while you're aiming in, they're, you know, shredding them. So, you know, I'd have done a little bit more damage there if I would have got the shot off in time, but yeah, don't know. Hey, isn't this the mark in Star Wars on one of the pilots wear on their little thing patch? It's like a dog food symbol or something. That's what it looks like. But yeah, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats with this new 40 TP. I don't like it a whole lot. I mean, it's got decent turret armor. It's got good gun depression at like -8. Frontal armor on the turret's nice at 130. Frontal armor on the hull is 90, so not too shabby. But it says it's, you know, rated to do 50 kph, and I never saw over 30 going down a hill. The gun standard round is kind of pitiful. It's like 156, I think. Is it one? I can look at it. No, without pausing it. I'll go through it in the statistics part of the video, but I think it's like 156 standard pen. So the standard pen kind of sucks, and your premium rounds aren't really much better. They're only 198. So top tier, you're going to be able to do okay, and you'll probably be able to get away with shooting standard rounds as top tier. But if you're mid to low, or like mid to bottom tier, you're probably going to get stuck shooting a lot of premium rounds. I shot all premium in this match, and there was some tier 5s, but you know, I was actually bouncing off some of the stuff that I was shooting here. And I mean, I was aiming for weak spots and still bouncing. So 198 for standard. Tier 8 match is really going to be tough in this thing. I mean, really tough. So if you get see one of these on the enemy team, they're probably going to be slinging a lot of premium rounds. But yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll be right back with post-game stats. Alrighty, so we took out this new tank and finished this mission Alliance 3 completed with honors. That's crap. The all-seeing eye. Isn't that off of like Frodo Baggins there, Lord of the Rings or something? I think that's off that. The all-seeing eye is that big fiery eyeball. But anyway, so yeah, I probably would have done a little bit better if I didn't have some crappy lag happening. You'll see the tank, or I'm sorry, you saw the tank, and obviously I pointed it out. When I stop, and the tank's still going, and the tread's going forward, but you're going backwards and vice versa. And yeah, so a couple times I probably could have done a little more damage and got some shots in there if my lag wasn't screwing up. And I got another 50 bonds. Got 25 earlier, just got 50. Like I said earlier in the previous video, yeah, they're doing this 5X weekend for Veterans Day, and I'm a veteran. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the soldiers out there that have served in the past in all the different conflicts, unfortunately, that you probably got stuck in, like myself. And thank you to all the veterans that, you know, obviously gave all and aren't here with us any longer, for doing everything. And also thank you to all the active duty members of military that are currently protecting us so we can have a fun time playing World of Tanks like this, where in some countries you, unfortunately, the way they are, can't do shit. So, you know, if you see a military active duty or a veteran, you know, stop and shake their hand and tell them thank you. Believe me, coming from myself too, and it's happened to me in the past, it means more to us than what you would think. Just a thank you, you know, for everything, you know, that all the soldiers are doing and have done in the past. It's definitely a hard job and takes you away from your family a lot. You know, I was deployed a lot when I was in the military. I was single while I was in the military until towards the end. Then I got married. Bad job. No marriage. But yeah, so just want to tell all you guys that are active duty and veterans, you know, thank you for your service. But anyways, so I took the what is this, 40? What the hell is this? Received an award. Successful completion of personal mission of the Second Front campaign. You received the award Back on Track medal. Oh, that's cool. Didn't get a damn tank, but I got a medal for it. I probably got a lot of missions to go to get that Excalibur. But anyway, so yeah, I got 50 bonds here. 25 in the match you saw earlier in the EIO, whatever tank it was. But anyway, so yeah, so if I didn't have some real bad lag spikes, I probably could have done a little more damage. For a medium, this thing seems kind of slow. Yeah, I think it's because it's got a little more armor is why. I shot all premium rounds, and you saw firsthand that even premium rounds are bouncing off some armor that really is not that strong. The standard round on this thing really kind of blows. It's like 140, 156. Yeah, and I got some shots on stuff that I was like, oh, this is going to pan, and boing, bounce. 156 is pretty pitiful. 198 is the premium, and that struggled on a couple of my. I did not pen everything that I shot. Bounced several of them, actually. But anyways, so we got Master Badge Class 3 and a Fire for Effect. Like I said, 50 bonds. We bounced one round from the P43 BIS, which is, I believe, the brother of this one. Like one, I don't know, same tier, isn't it? It's right there. Where's this one? Yeah, so this is the Hibachi, the grill, the Hibachi grill. We got a place back where I live. It's called the Hibachi It's a restaurant. It's like Chinese or whatever, and you go in there and they cook all your food in front of you. It's called the Hibachi Grill. So we got the Hibachi Grill tank, and then the P43 BIS. So I thought These are two different. Oh, that's right. This is. I'm thinking it was the same nation. It's not. Duh. I'm like, how can they both be tier 6? There's not enough tanks in the line to have two tier 6s. I forgot they're two different nations. Well, that answers that one. But anyways, so we bounced around from the P-43 BIS and we lit him up. We hit the Hellcat for 204. The Churchill 3, we hit him for 217. And we originally lit him up. We originally lit up the OI Experimental also. We hit the Crusader 2 times for 410 and finished him off. And bounced one of his rounds. That poor guy, I don't know what he was thinking in that little Crusader. He should have stayed either towards the back or just tried lightning getting, out of dodge. But he pushed right up into the city and had a death wish, I think. The T-34, we hit him one time for 226. Finished him off, knocked out his fuel tank, and he got hit for 40 upon a spotting. And the grill, I was so bummed. I was shrinking in. I lit him up, and I was getting ready to shoot. Somebody hit him, and it was still shrinking in the aim time on this little. But I was just getting ready to shoot, and somebody else nailed him before I did. I got the credit for lighting him up, but oh well. What are you gonna do? So we did third most damage at 1,057. Got 2 kills with a base experience of 624. Made 11 shots, 8 hit, 5 pen. So you can see, even the premium rounds, we still bounced 3. Yeah, 198 is just, I was afraid I was going to get a tier 8 match for my first match, and then I'm like, oh, please no. Because 198, that's going to struggle to go against, a lot of your tier 8s. Can you imagine shooting at the front of an IS-3 with that? Yeah, right. We got hit 3 times, 1 pen, 2 bounce for 290 damage bounced. Stuff that hit us was pretty small tier, that little Crusader. But the turret on this has actually got pretty good armor. So the hull is, we spotted 3, damage 4, destroyed 2, and damage with our assistance was 125, and we made 30,030 credits. We got 50,000 extra for completing a mission with the event thing that's going on, and total amount for the battle is 74. So we didn't use any consumables, but we did. Yeah, we would have. We still would have made a little bit, but not a lot because we shot all premium rounds. So we lost 44,000 credits in ammo. So we would have. Well. Yeah. No, actually, I think we would have actually lost some credits. Yeah, we would have. I was counting that there. So take out the 50. So yeah, we would have lost like 20-some thousand credits. Oh yeah, this isn't a tank you're gonna want to play a whole lot. So unless you're shooting standard, but with standard, yeah, good luck penning anything. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed this battle and the review of the 40 TP Hibacha. It's a tier 6 medium. I thought it was heavy for the longest time until I went to buy it, and I'm like, oh, I thought this thing was a heavy. But it's a medium, tier 6 medium tank. Gun's good on it, except for the penetration, and armor is mediocre to alright. Turret's good, hull's not that good. But, yeah, you give and take. For tier 6, it's pretty good. If you're top tier. Bottom tier, good luck. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the review and everything. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.